Hey everyone, I put together a Void Hunter build. This one was a lot of fun creating. It's mainly geared toward high level master content, totally usable for standard stuff like lost sectors and normal strikes. Uh, Feels a little overly powerful for that, but here you'll get to see how quickly it can take out a lost sector boss. Then you can see what it looks like on a standard strike. You can kill Zon before he even gets up to the top into the airfield. It has virtually infinite invisibility, which I'll explain later. You can solo one phase Valis. But the main thing this is geared towards and really good at is Nightfall activities, master content where there are champions. So you can pop shields, you can use unstoppable mods, and you have overload all in the same build. So you can take care of all three champion types, take them out if you're trying to run Nightfall solo or trying to help some of your friends who maybe aren't as high a light level. This is really, really useful. So I'll jump into the build now. Alright, here we are in the Tribute Hall. I'll go over the build and the equipment that you want to make this work and show you the Infinite Invis. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'm going to be running Night Stalker, Way of the Pathfinder, which is Bottom Tree Void. It has Vanish in Smoke, throw a smoke bomb from a distance, making you invisible and nearby allies invisible, and it grants Heart of the Pack. Lockdown, grenade effects last twice as long. This is great for Oppressive Darkness. And then Combat Provision, damage enemies with grenades grants melee, and then making allies invisible grants grenade energy. And then Mobius Quiver, you basically get to shoot Shadow Shot multiple times, and it does a lot of damage. Main things are Lockdown, you want longer grenades, and the Combat Provision. These work really well with this build. And then you want Void Wall grenades or Vortex grenades, personal preference. Void Wall basically is a more horizontal straight line. Vortex grenades is like a little circle of area. Run Gambler's Dodge here. Dodging near enemies recharges your melee ability. That helps with the Infinite Invis. And then I'm running Triple Jump. You can run whichever jump you prefer. Alright, down to weapons. I'm using 7th Seraph Officer Revolver. I use timed payload because I like the area of effect. And then I'm using an Unstoppable mod. But the main reason I'm using this is for Warmind Cell proccing because it's a 7th Seraph Revolver. So that's why I'm using this particular hand cannon. Then I'm using in my energy slot Eriana's Vow. One of the best, if not the best, shield piercing weapon. Long range, hand cannon, special ammo. Really, really good. And then Falling Guillotine with Relentless Strikes. Landing 3 light attacks gives you sword ammo, and then Whirlwind Blade landing light attacks increases damage. So these two perks work really, really well together. Swordmaster's Guard increases charge rate. Guard is up to you, and then Blade is up to you. I like Enduring Blade because it gives me more ammo. The sword does so much damage anyway, it's not really necessary to have the extra damage, but if you prefer it, totally up to you. They all come with Impact Masterwork, and then I'm running Boss Spec for the increased boss DPS. Alright, as far as artifact goes, you'll definitely want Oppressive Darkness. This turns your grenades into like a mini tether. Overload nades for overload champions, and then Unstoppable Hand Cannon for unstoppables. So you're able to hit all 3 champion types here. Alright, main piece of exotic armor is Graviton 40. Increases the duration of any invisibility effects. This increases your smoke bomb invis to 9 seconds. Alright, and then I'm running sword ammo finder, special ammo finder, and mobility. And then you can see mobility is at 100, so my class ability, dodge, is cooldown of 9 seconds as well. Then I'm running protective light, increases survivability when your shields get broken and you're charged with light. Very helpful. Enhanced hand cannon loader for speed reload, and then mobility. Chest piece, I have taking charge, become charged with light, picking up an orb, overload grenades, hand cannon reserves, and mobility. You don't technically need the hand cannon reserves here if you prefer something like sword reserves. I'm running hand cannon reserves for Eriana's Vow. High level content, you really want those extra shots. And then boots, I'm running Loosened Blade. When charged with light, dealing damage with the sword gives you bonus sword damage for 5 seconds. And then its secondary perk is greatly increases the charge rate for your equipped swords. Then I'm running Special Ammo Scavenger and Enhanced Sword Scavenger. And then I'm running Arc Resist because I need another Arc mod to get that second thing from Loosened Blade, the increased charge rate. And then I'm running Global Reach for Warmind Cell proc, Oppressive Darkness, like I mentioned, for the damage debuff, and then Special Finisher in case I need Eriana ammo. And then I'm running Minor Resist. You can run whatever else takes 1. Alright, so that's the overall build. I'll show you Infinite Invis here and why it's so good. So you throw your smoke bomb, you get 9 seconds of invisibility. Now your cooldown on your dodge is also 9 seconds. So you can see Vanish and Smoke is at 0. I throw a smoke bomb, I have my dodge back, and there we go. Got another smoke bomb. Again, it's counting down. Run out of Invis, throw a smoke bomb, got my dodge back. Alright, now we'll do Warmind Cells. For these guys give you 15%. These guys give you 25%. Those guys give you 100%. So think of it as a bar that you're filling up. So right now I just killed 2 yellow bars, so that bar is at 50%. Now it's at 75%. And then killing 1 more of these yellow bars will proc a Warmind Cell. And again, if I kill one of the ultras in the back, it'll fill that bar up 100%. So you can see right there, procs another Warmind Cell. Alright, so now I'll show you the sword DPS. You want to get charged with light for Loosened Blade. You can do that by killing someone with a masterwork weapon. Also, Eriana's Vow, you can see how powerful it is against those ultras. And also, with the Catalyst, will get you charged with light for the orbs. So now I'm charged with light 2 times. Jump up to the Ogre. He doesn't have full health, but 1 heavy attack shreds him. I still have my second charge with light, so you'll get to see him with full health. Again, shreds him. And the Keened on the side is from Loosened Blade. That's the damage buff. So, really, really high DPS. And the rest of this video will just be the Contact public event. Hopefully you enjoy. You'll be looking to proc Warmind Cells whenever there are little red bars around. So, try to use the Officer Revolver. Your grenade basically makes a wall of fire. Again, if you prefer, you can use Vortex Grenade for like the circle of damage instead of the line. But you'll see you'll get Warmind Cells pretty frequently. And those do a good job of clearing out ads. One thing I'm not a fan of is how little ammo this revolver has. But even though there are other things that I prefer using, I'm using this basically just to proc Warmind Cells. Alright, to take this event, Heroic, if you haven't done it before, you have to go over to this Beam of Light. There will be 2 kind of yellow bars and a champion over here. If you're high enough level, you can just destroy the champion. So right there, I pulled up my sword guard, which was a mistake, because it took some of my sword energy, and then I didn't have full sword energy for my heavy attack. The heavy attack would have just instantly killed him if I hadn't done that. And then you can orb dupe here, or bloom dupe. Basically you just hit E, and then right before the circle finishes, change weapons, and you'll dunk the bloom, and it'll drop, so you'll get to dunk it again. There's another overload, just gets shredded by the sword. And then I try to keep the bloom, just in case somebody else tries to pick it up and doesn't know how to dupe it, because this makes it a lot quicker. And then I move over here just because people a lot of times like to pick this up as you're duping it. But you can see how quickly that went through phase 2. Then I pull out my sword just to clear these guys quickly. For this unstoppable, I have to reload, but then you can use the unstoppable hand cannon, and again, melt him with the sword. Pick up some heavy ammo. And then this guy killed the champion, so he grabbed the bloom. So now I just want to make sure I can protect him. Hopefully he knows how to bloom dupe. So I made him invis there, and then I can see the bloom is still there, so he does know how to dupe it, which is great. So I need to keep an eye on him, try to get him invis again. And then just go kill some of these other ads while he does that. Again, one heavy attack kills the Overload champion, no problem. Alright, go back to swinging. Phase 3 is complete. We got another champion here. I have to jump out of here before that explodes and kills me. Stop the champion, kill him with the sword. And then I see the other bloom coming out over here, so I run over. Heavy attack. And then this guy wants the orb. I know that he knows how to dupe it, so I'm like, okay, sure, you can have it. And then I make him invis here. Get my invis back. I was too far away from it to get the invis myself, but that doesn't really matter because I'm trying to draw the fire. And then make him invis again. And then I'm basically just trying to cover him here. Alright, so the bloom looks like it's gone, so I have to grab some additional motes here. And I want 15, I'm at 14. Get this one last one. When I dunk 15, a heavy crate pops up. Revive this guy. Grab heavy ammo. And then we're at 92%, so hopefully just a couple more will finish it off. Go in with the last 4 to spawn the final champion.
Our actions have sent reverberations through a web. Prepare yourself, Guardian. This battle.
Alright, so I popped my super here just to get some initial damage, and the tether's in place. I'm not sure where all the rest of the guys went. They may be trying to take out the wizards. You can DPS this guy so fast that the wizards don't even matter. And then I throw my grenade to get Oppressive Darkness. And you can see how much damage this sword does. Especially with the heavy. Like, it just melts him. You don't have to worry about killing the wizards because they heal him too slowly to keep him from dying. So, overall, I mean, this is a really fun build. Again, it's geared towards master level content with Eriana's Vow and all 3 champion mods. So hopefully you enjoy.